As we learn about self-love, self-worth, respecting ourselves, one of the main lessons that we tend to learn is to not allow ourselves to be stuck in relationships or jobs or friendships or situations with others that aren't pouring into us the same way that we are pouring into them. And we often think with the relationships and the friendships that they're with other people. But what about the relationships with ourselves? What if I'm stuck in a relationship with myself where I'm not valuing myself the way that I'm valuing others? Or I'm not pouring into myself the way that I'm not pouring into others? And I talk about toe reading because it has so much to do with our personal path, our life path, our destiny, how we're walking and how we're showing up with others. And so I bring this up because as I was thinking that, I noticed that I was staring at I was staring at my left, right. I cannot speak. I was staring at my left foot and I was staring at my fire toe. Right? Our fire toe is the third toe. It's literally our third toe. Okay. And it's called the fire toe because it's related to the element of fire, but it's also related to our action, the action that we take in our lives. So that fire toe, right? What's that representing for you? It's representing how it can represent the procrastination that you may take. It can represent how you lack direction in your life, the action that you take on this earth, and also your life's mission. If you are acting out your life's mission, your life purpose, your life's work. So I was staring at my fire toe, and the left side literally represents your yin side. It represents how you show up with yourself. It's your own self-perception, your own thoughts, your own beliefs, and even your spirituality and how you think with spirit, how you think with God, however you call them. That is what's represented in that left side of your foot. So staring at that and staring at the fire toe, I was like, hold on. There's something right now that I'm thinking of, and just to give you a little backstory, right now I'm going through a little decision. Like, I'm at a crossroads, right? It's either stay in the same cycles that I have been staying in, or take a leap of faith and do something that I've never done before, that if I look back on my journal entries from even just the beginning of this month, it relates to what I want to do, right? So either take that leap of faith and do what my soul has been calling me to do, what I am literally writing down in my own journals, or stay in my comfort zone, stay in what's safe, play it safe, and be stuck in the same cycles that I have been stuck in. Now that seems like an easy choice, right? It seems like an easy option. But when I tell you guys honestly that I have been stuck in a state of fear and uncertainty, and it's so weird because I know I'm certain what I want to do. If I ask myself, I am certain what I want to do. I am certain that choice is to take a leap of faith. But when it comes time to make the actual action, oh my God, I am stuck in this fear of uncertainty, of the unknown. I am stuck in this state of, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. And that's exactly what the fire toe represents. When you have a longer action toe, a longer fire toe, that represents that you actually are able to take the action in your life. Now, when we read the fire toe, it's very closely related to the communication toe. Now, I haven't gone into the second toe. The communication toe is your second toe, right next to your big toe. I haven't gone into the second toe, but there is a reason why I needed to jump into the fire toe today, okay? Because I need to jump into action. So it's very closely related to your communication toe, right? If you look at your communication toe, it represents what you say, how you communicate to the world, but we're talking about our left communication toe. So this is what I say to myself. This is my inner dialogue. This is how I talk with spirit. This is literally what I am thinking that I should do, my next steps. This is my higher self speaking, okay? And it's related to my action toe because that's how we read the toes, right? It's very closely related to the communication toe. Especially if you notice that you have webbed toes, it can really represent that, you do as you say, or, you very tend to focus on if someone's actions lines up with their words, right? So for me personally, I have a longer communication toe. My communication toe is long, still shorter than my big toe, but it's longer, representing that I'm very good at communicating. And I can write, I can speak, I can communicate, right? But typically with my shorter action toe, I can say something and then fall short, literally fall short. I have a shorter action toe. Remember what I said, it literally represents what you feel. So I fall short on that action when it comes time to do it because there's fear. There's past instances that I'm thinking about rather than what is in my heart. And the funny thing is that the action toe relates to the heart chakra. So as I'm thinking right now, right, about the relationship with myself, and if I'm showing up, if I'm actually giving myself the value that I want, that's related to my heart chakra, the relationship with myself. And then I'm sitting here staring at my action toe, wondering if I'm doing my life's work, wondering if I'm following my purpose, wondering if I'm walking my path right now. That is why they're so closely related. The funny thing is, and the most interesting actually that I find is when you are reading your toes, right? It can really pull up a lot of past things, right? It can pull up things from the past and allow you to release them. As you release those things from the past, maybe mental beliefs. Ooh, someone got in a car crash. Okay, that might be related. But as you're listening to that and the mental beliefs that may pop up, right? Or maybe it's like past experiences that you went through. Maybe it's past insecurities, whatever it is that's popping up. Fuck, where was I going with my thought? That car crash literally distracted me. Oh, is it because I'm getting distracted on my path right now? I'm listening to other distractions outside of me rather than what's within me, rather than listening to the heart. I'm being distracted by everything that's outside of me. And right now, with my action toe, is asking me to listen to my inner dialogue. Otherwise, I can crash. So, yeah, sometimes you get misdirected by spirit so you can actually pull up what the fuck you actually mean. So I'm looking at this and I'm wondering if I'm actually valuing myself because of this decision that I need to make. And I'm wondering if this is what I really want. And I have to think right now about what I actually learned from the Venus retrograde, And what I learned from the Venus retrograde was a major thing was about choosing myself. Choosing myself, not choosing anyone outside of me or a situation outside of me or whatever might seem safe to me, but choosing what I believe. And what I believe may not always seem like the safest decision, right? Or the most comforting decision. Maybe it's something about going into the unknown. Maybe it's something about literally taking yourself out of your regular comfort zone and doing something completely whack and different, okay? But something that excites you, something that's literally drawing you in, something that's literally calling you, something that if you have written these things down and you go back on these things, this is what you've been talking about this whole entire time, right? And so I'm being asked to listen to my inner dialogue. And I felt called, actually, to pull up my journal, because the thing that I find is that I am my own muse. I am what is inspiring me. So as I've been feeling called to go back into my past journal, I'm finding that I have the answers for myself laid out in key words. Choosing myself is one of them. Having to just choose myself, regardless of what anybody else thinks, or their perceptions, or their beliefs, or what they are projecting onto me. Maybe their own fears. Maybe someone's telling you don't do something because such and such is going to happen. But that's their own projections, right? And you have to listen to what you're feeling, what your heart and gut is telling you. I'm a manifesting generator, so I have to listen to my gut, that feeling that is telling me where I need to go. Okay, so my question, again, I'm looping back around to the same question that I'm asking myself repeatedly. Am I showing up for myself? Am I pouring into myself the same things that I have been pouring into other people, other situations, other things that have nothing to do with my life's work or my life's path or what I am meant to do? And this fear and procrastination that I am feeling against going with my heart and goals, is it really bringing me the comfort that I desire? Or is it just keeping me stuck in a cycle that I've had to repeat? Now, if anyone's watched my previous video, or actually my reel on Instagram, I literally talked about something crazy that happened. Yesterday, I watched my old video back from July 29, 2021, where I literally said that I got out of an abusive relationship last year, and it fully ended in December. What's funny is here today, Today is the 18th, April 18th of 2025. I got out of an abusive relationship once again, not with the same person, a completely different person. I got out of an abusive relationship last year that fully, completely ended in December. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? To watch yourself in real time go through the same cycles and hell loops that you've been finding yourself in forever. So for me, once again, looping back to my toes, I've been saying, oh, I'm going to get myself out of this. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, this is what I'm going to do. Oh, I'm going to bring myself this freedom. My word for the next 6 months has been freedom. Oh, I'm going to bring myself freedom. Oh, I'm going to do this. And then what I have been doing was keeping myself stuck in the same loops of, heartbreak, literally not showing up for myself, not respecting myself, not loving myself in the ways, and then having that be reflected back to me, because everyone is a reflection of you and your thoughts and your beliefs, having that be reflected back to me in my own relationships. And that goes in my relationships with everything. So, maybe that's a question to ask yourself as well. You know, we're not supposed to allow ourselves to be stuck in these relationships or whatever it may be for you that aren't giving you the value, or aren't pouring into you the way that you're pouring into yourself. But are you pouring into yourself the way that you are pouring into other people? Are you also at a crossroads? Honestly, I would love to know. And I would love to know if you decide to go with your heart, with your soul, or if you decide to go with the ego. And that in itself is a statement for me as well. Thank you for listening.